Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the new school year. The fall sports season is here. Fast pitch softball and football and all the activities surrounding those seasons. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
When unexpected illness or injury disrupts your day, immediate care is a necessity, not a luxury. At Variety Care's Hobart Clinic, we're here for you at the moment you need us most. Whether you are battling the flu, managing a chronic condition, or simply due for your annual checkup, our team of dedicated healthcare professionals is here to support you and your family with personalized care, Sooner Care, and private insurance plans accepted. Visit today, 1000 South Broadway, Hobart, 405-632-6688 to schedule an appointment. That's 405-632-6688.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. The JCMH Family Care Clinic is located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security or disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. For more information, call Amanda at 580-782-2452. 580-782-2452.
Chad Fox, Michael Barnes, and a veritable cast of thousands. We are in Mangum, and we are underway. I just put the last name in the lineup, looked up, and Bill Ferguson said, let's play softball, and Ella Gatlin takes strike one. It's 0-1 on Gatlin. She'll be followed by Kelly Rasmussen and then Traylon Moss. The first three up for Cordell. Little looper in the middle of the infield, and coming in to get it from center field will be Holly Lehman-Webb for out number one. That ball didn't look like it was hit that deep, but Lehman-Webb came in, made the catch for the first out of the ball game. Blistering hot, lots of humidity, wind blowing out. Great combination. Kelly Rasmussen will step in. Rasmussen, the shortstop this afternoon for Cordell. Fastball for a strike. Palin Clark smacking the mitt that time of her battery mate, Aubrey Lowe. I don't know that I could catch up with that fastball. 0-1 here. Clark upstairs. Level now at 1-1. Set the defense for Mangum. We talked about the battery of Clark and Lowe. Avery Hopper is over at first. Giselle Rowell is at second. Pitch inside for ball, 2-1. The third baseman this afternoon, Brent Woodruff, Hannah Stairs at short. In the outfield will be Holly Lehman-Webb in center. Millie Gonzalez over in right. 2-2 pitch here. Swung on a miss, and now it's 2-2. It was 2-1. 2-2 now. And the left fielder this afternoon for Mangum will be Cadence Cooper. Just underway this afternoon. Classic Hits 97.7. Glad you could join us. We'll get tuned in a minute. Strike 3 called here. Rasmussen gone on strikes with a backwards K. 2 up, 2 down here in inning number 1. Here's Traylon Moss now. Moss, the catcher for this group from Cordell. Yes, Chad Fox is here. In fact, he greeted me as I got out of the truck when I got here. He's here. That one's fouled back to the screen, 0-1.
Well, I saw it was like Superman. He was changing from his office clothes into his cape as he was preparing to walk into the booth.
Sure glad we have that full-size pickup truck so we can do things like that. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-1, Ferguson tells us.
It's really good. We'll mention it throughout, but, I mean, really good to see Cordell field their team, Michael Barnes.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been low on numbers, and they play soccer, but I tell you what, they in the spring, but it's good to see these kids out there.
1-1 pitch behind the bag at first base. That is a fair ball. Good efforts by Rouse. She went a long way to try to come up with this softball, but couldn't get it done. So a single, 2 outs for Moss. She's over at first, and here comes Keegan Brooks. Brooks, the second baseman this afternoon for this group from Cordell. Ferguson just looked into the broadcast booth and he acknowledged us.
All right.
That one chopped foul back to the screen. 0-1. I don't know.
He pointed at you.
Oh, did he? I don't know if I've ever gotten the little heads up thing. Like, when you're driving down the road, got both hands on the wheel, you do the head nod. He gave us the head nod. 0-1 pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 on Keegan Brooks. Checking into the broadcast, Mackenzie Laughlin Bates. Also, Coach Dickey. William Dickey, Coach.
Hello, Coach.
And I did not know until I was asking my colleague over there at Work Ready Altus, but apparently the Dickies moved to Snyder.
Okay.
Pitch inside for a ball, 1-2.
He could probably call himself a resident of a lot of towns.
Well, and then be elected for mayor as
Exactly.
well. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Great man, William Dickey.
Yes, he is.
Known him a long time. 1-2 pitch, cold, strike 3, and the inning will come to an end. Cordell gets a hit, but they don't do anything with it. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. Good job by Clark to get a couple of strikeouts in the frame. We'll go to the bottom of the first. There is no score. Classic Hits 97.7.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, Go Tigers!
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Club Learning Center says,
Next time you go back to record those kids, I want to be there for that.
Got it.
Jesus Jr. Ramirez says, let them cook. Well, that's not hard to do on a day like today. Jesus, thank you. We appreciate that. Rachel Owens has checked in. Good to hear from her. Cajun Clark is watching, and my good friend Jenny Hernandez has dropped by to say hello. Jenny, hope all is well with you, kiddo. Always one of our favorites.
Is he talking about the big guys in the booth cooking?
Well, no, and suddenly a blast of cool air kind of blew through,
Yeah, it was
and
nice.
then it kind of went away. But
man, does the forecast look good coming up?
I saw
that's right.
Labor Day Monday, 85 degrees. Now Travis is down there saying that he's the one that is bringing the cool breeze into the broadcast booth. Well,
Rick Dees, yes.
Sorry, but that's a lot of hot air, okay? Jalen Todd, the right-hander in the circle for Cordell. Her first pitch is going to be upstairs, ball 1 to Hannah Stair. Going to be Hannah, Giselle Rowell, and Brent Woodruss due up here in inning number 1 for the Lady Tigers. And come in with a record of 7-4 and in the middle of a modest 3-game losing streak. And that's an easy infield bunt single for Stair, and now a throwing error down the line, and Hannah will end up at second base.
The second baseman's got a knee brace on. That kind of probably see that coming. It's going to be tough for her to cover first. She had to hustle.
So a good job by Stair to put the ball in play and then hustle down to second base. She's in scoring position with nobody out. Going to bunt it again. That'll be a foul ball as Rowell collided with it in the batter's box. And it'll be 0-1. We'll get the defensive lineup here in a moment for this group from Cordell. They've come in with a record of 2-5 on this season. Got a new head coach. Kind of a new regime up there at Cordell.
Yep.
Called strike, and it's 1-1 now on Rowell, the second baseman.
Should be 0-2.
It's 0-2, yeah, you're right. 0-2 instead. So now she's going to have to put it in play. Off-speed pitch upstairs. 1-2 the count on the second baseman now from Mangum. Wynn Webb is checked into the broadcast. Hello, Wynn. Surprised you're not here. Heckling Bill Ferguson behind the plate. Pitch high and outside for a ball. The count now 2-2. You know, you mentioned earlier that they don't play. Do they play slow pitch softball in the spring at Cordell?
You know, they have not, and haven't had enough actually even for fast pitch for a while. But they field a pretty good soccer team in the spring, so I'm not sure how many they'll have that'll try to play both or not. But it's good. This is good. Good to have a team. Good to see Cordell cross the jersey and see these kids out there.
And I guess we're on the Cordell Facebook page, right?
Yeah, 107 The Zone Facebook page. And
a ground ball back through the middle, and off with the pitch was Stair, and Hannah will score easily from second base, and Mangum on the board, 1-0.
And of note,
all right,
Cordell run ruled Mangum in the junior high game, so maybe
9-0.
maybe some young talent coming up from Cordell. Going to start something, string of some solid seasons.
Well, a good start here for Mangum. They lead 1-0. Woodruss, she'll show bunt, ball back behind the plate, and Ferguson showing he's had some skills back in the day playing slow pitch softball, able to pick that one off cleanly. 0-1 now on Woodruss. Brent taking a little extra time to get in the.
Got that mane tied up in the back. I bet it's flowing big time when he lets it out.
Yeah, it's sometimes, on top it's not. That's why he's got so much in the back. But I can imagine that when him and his wife go out, and Candy's a beautiful woman. When he and his wife go out, there's a lot of Aquanet that's used at the house. Because let me just tell you, Mrs. Ferguson's got some hair going on as well.
Cool.
Like I say, she's pretty. Bill outkicked his coverage with her. There is no doubt about it. 2-1 now on Woodruss. Runner at first base, 1-0. Mangum on top here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Woodruss patient, 3-1. Some of those pitches almost coming in like a slow pitch softball. And you've got to be very disciplined to lay off of it. 3-1 offering on the way here. Cold strike, Woodruss. I think thought she was looking at ball 4, was headed towards first base, and Ferguson said, "Not so fast, my friend." So the count full, 3-2. Runner at first. It is Rowell, who runs well, takes off with the pitch, and ball hammered to left field. It'll bounce off the fence. Easily scoring from first base will be Giselle, and dropping anchor at second with a stand-up double will be Woodruss. She's there with nobody out. We talked about it. The pitch not coming in at a blazing amount of speed, and you've got to adjust to it. And a good job by Woodruss that time. She sat back, kept the hands back, and then just threw the ball out there. Nicole Thurman has joined us in the broadcast. Hello, Nicole. Up there in Weatherford land. Home of C.J. Nickens. Pretty good football player for the Eagles. Pitch outside for ball, 1-0 to Palin Clark with an opportunity to help her own cause here. Got a big election up there in Weatherford tomorrow. It has been heated, to say the least.
Yeah, we had a couple of candidates drop by our studios in Lawton today, so they got one over there too.
Yeah, and that's a little bit testy as well. Talking about the mayoral race.
Yes, sir.
2-0 now on Palin Clark, because that one is out of the zone. Woodruss in second, nobody out here in the first, and Mangum on top, 2-0. A little bit low for ball 3-0 on Clark. Palin showing good patience. Give credit to Jalen Todd. She's around home plate. And she's put a couple of them in the fat part of the plate. They have been rocked, to say the least. 3-0 pitch here. Ball 4, runners at first and second. Nobody out for Aubrey Lowe. So 3 hits and a walk in the inning so far for Mangum. Traylon Moss trying to settle her pitcher down a little bit. There's a roller back to the pitcher. She'll throw to first for the force. And that'll allow Woodruss to take third on the play. Clark will go to second. Todd did not show any indication that she even thought about going anywhere but to first base. So 1-3 on the fielder's choice. As Lowe is retired for the first out of the inning, here's Holly Lemon-Webb. Center fielder will step in. Let me tell you about my old buddy Jackson Brooks, who's checked in. Hello, Jackson. Pitch upstairs to Lemon-Webb, 1-0 on Holly.
He's itching for Wilson, isn't he?
Oh, he is. There's no doubt about it. His sister, Jenna, taking money, got a bad hand. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs for a ball, 2-0. I asked Jenna, I said, did Jackson do that to you? And she said, no, it was a drill in practice. Took a bat off the hand. 2-0 pitch, Lemon-Webb line shot foul down the left field line. Out in front of that one. 2-1 now on Holly. Jerice Wilson-Henry says, go Lady Tigers. She's got all the graphics going on, too. The orange heart, the tiger, the softball, then the black heart. And that's not to be confused with Joan Jett. 2-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-1.
Those are called emojis to the youth.
Which would be anybody below Michael Barnes. 3-1 pitch, line drive, left field. That'll be a base hit. Woodruss will jog home. Rounding third, headed for home is Clark. On her way to second with a double will be Holly Lemon-Webb, and Mangum leads it 4-0. Good job by Holly. Put one into the left center field gap. Give her a double. Couple of RBI. And the inning stays alive now for Avery Hopper. Hopper, the first baseman. Those are called emojis. Thanks for throwing me under the bus. I really appreciate that.
It doesn't happen very often.
Hopper looks at a pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 on Avery.
Well, everybody, cool graphics. What the heck?
Well, they are.
They are.
I mean, my day, they were called graphics. What do you mean? Or what do you mean?
Stickers on your trapper keeper or something?
That's exactly what I was thinking, yes. I mean, you talk about that, but I remember like going to the grocery store and peeling labels off the meat and stuff, and then putting that on my trapper. Yeah. 3-0 pitch out of the zone.
I thought you were going to say switching products.
No, I'd have taken a severe beating if I'd done that. I took beatings as it was. I wasn't going to do anything to add to it. There's a cold strike of the Ephus pitch, and it's 3-1. Yesterday, in watching the Kansas City Royals, that pitch reminded me of something that occurred in their bowl game against Philadelphia. 3-1 offering on the way here. Little fly ball in the left center field. That's going to get down. Lemon-Webb had to make sure she held. Now they're going to waiver. Here's the throw, not nearly in time. And taking second base will be Hopper. So Avery with the single, and now she'll wind up at third as the ball gets away. Good job by Hopper. She's at third base with one gone. Give her an RBI and a single, and then the two-base error. And she is now at third base. Shelly Jenkins Mullins, whom I mentioned earlier, checked into the broadcast, telling me about the Dickey move. Coach Dickey and his family moving to Snyder. Thank you. Cooper, the left-handed batter, looks at ball one, 1-0. From the ridiculous to the sublime we go on a Monday afternoon. 2-0. Anyhow, back to the Royals and the Phillies. Phillies pounding Kansas City late yesterday, so they put in a relief pitcher to the Royals, which was a position player. I think it was Garrett Hampson was his name, and 2-0 pitch on the way here. Cold strike, and it's 2-1. And the catcher for Philadelphia, the second-string catcher, and I can't remember his name, he had a huge day yesterday for the Phillies. Had a couple of doubles and a home run. He came to bat against Hampson, and Hampson hit him on purpose. Swing and a miss by Cadence. Count now 2-2. But the thing of it was, the guy got mad because he got hit, but not because it hurt. It was like a 52-mile-an-hour pitch. He just wanted to hit again. He wanted, and he knew that they hit him on purpose. Pitch to Cooper. Swing and a miss, and ball hit the ground, and Cooper going to be safe at first base. Goes down as a strikeout, but it's an error because the ball hit the dirt, and the catcher did not tag the runner, did not throw down to first base. So Cooper aboard. She's at first. Over at third is Hopper. There goes Cooper to second. And it's the first pitch to Gonzalez, taken for a ball, 1-0. So Mangum has batted around. There's still just one out in the inning. Jill DeRusha says, "Go Tigers." Ball 2, 2-0 now on Millie. Cordell came in 2-6 under Buddy Holman. They won a couple of ball games. They beat Blair and Sentinel. And the ball fouled back to the screen. 2-1 now on Gonzalez. They've lost to Burns Flat-Dill City, who Mangum beat over at the Hollis tournament. And they will get Navajo tomorrow, will Cordell.
Navajo and Hobart just finished. I'm waiting on the score from Hobart from our friend Cameron, and he just sent me this pic, and that is one heck of a healthy supper.
4 Mountain Dews and a Frito chili pie. Wow.
That'll do it.
Outside to Gonzalez. Oh, they called it a strike. Count full now on Millie at 3-2. Yeah, I don't want to be his wife. Wow. Wouldn't want to be anyhow, but not now. Hard shot towards second, and it'll get into right field. Base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes a second run and a third, and on her way to third will be Gonzalez with a pop-up slide. Ball gets away, and coach says, "Stay right here."
All right, 14-6 Navajo, bottom of the 6th, not over. Nobody out. So we saw that powerful Navajo team. Mangum went step for step with them for much of that game. Navajo last week.
Jennifer Halford Warner, one of my favorites, has checked in. Hello, Jennifer. Back to the top of the order we go. And Hannah Stair, who led off the ball game with a bunt single, steps back in. Hannah scored the first run of the ball game, 7-0. Runner at third, and just one out. There's a cold strike. 1-1 now on Hannah. And I said she singled. Actually, she reached on a throwing error by the pitcher. So she's officially 0 for 1. That one's upstairs for a ball. 2-1. So Mangum, as we mentioned, in the middle of a modest 3-game losing streak. Talked about that loss to Navajo late last week on Thursday. It's not like they've been playing the Sisters of the Poor lately.
No.
And this is one going to get them healthy. 3-1 now on Stair. Runner at first, 1 gone. 3-1 pitch on the way. Ball 4, Hannah aboard. not real happy about taking the base on balls, but she's at first with one gone for Giselle Rowell. Rowell at RBI. She singled her first time around in the inning. Came around to score a run, the second of the ball game. Mangum trying to get into double digits here in inning number 1.
What's the rest of our week look like? What's our schedule with Mangum? Not till
pitch outside, back to the screen it will go. They'll hold the runner at third. Stair will take second. She was off with a pitch. Give her a base on ball, or rather give her a stolen base. Well, they play tomorrow, Mangum does, at Merritt. It'll be the first district game of the year.
Gotcha.
Pitch outside for a ball here. And the count now 2-0 on Rowell. Then they are scheduled to play Friday afternoon in another district ball game. Pitch downstairs for a ball, 3-0 at 1 o'clock. And I'm still trying to figure it out if my schedule is going to allow me to be a part of that or not. I haven't checked your schedule either. So
whenever you can, I'll be ready.
3-0 pitch, ball 4 bases will be loaded for Bren Woodruss. And you know that Woodruss loves opportunities like this. Bren whacked a double her first time around, drove in a run, came around to score. And timeout going to be taken by Cordell. Coach not going to come out and talk to the kids. It's just the kids going to have a conversation. So while they're doing that,
I did take a peek at your Royals. They were 7-3 little run, and did they win last night?
No, they got hammered. They beat Philadelphia on Friday. Then they got drilled in back-to-back games Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha.
Opening up a 4-game series today against the Guardians. Hard for me to say that, but the Guardians of Cleveland. And I haven't had a chance to look. They played the first game early this afternoon, twilight doubleheader. And game 2 is set to get underway right about now. So here's Woodruss, and as we mentioned, she lives for opportunities like this. Smacks it back through the middle. That'll drive in at least 2. As here comes jogging into home plate Hannah Stair. Rowell will take second on the single. A couple of more RBI for Bren Woodruss, and the inning continues.
Burning that pencil up over there.
Yeah, it's a good thing I sharpened a bunch of them. 9-0. First pitch to Clark, taken for a ball. And count on Palin, 1-0. Clark walked and scored her first time around. Palin, pitcher here this afternoon for Mangum. Going to try to get herself healthy. Line shot, base hit, left field. Hesitating a moment with Stair. They're going to hold Hannah. Or that's Rowell instead. I'm sorry, that's Giselle. Stair scored on the previous play. So Rowell checks in at third. Woodruss will go to second. Clark is at first. Been on board both times. Here's Aubrey Lowe. And Aubrey, the only out of the ball game for Mangum, as she hit into a fielder's choice back to the pitcher her first time around. So you don't want the issue of being the only person to make it out in an inning. Upstairs with that one. And Aubrey ahead in the count, 2-0. So Lowe, with runners at each of the bases, an opportunity to add to the total. Looks inside for ball 3, 3-0.
Yeah, Cordell's been out there for a long time, coming up in almost 30 minutes.
Yeah, and you tend to lose a little bit of focus. 3-0 pitch on the way here, ball 4, and that'll force in a run. Rowell will jog in from third. Woodruss will take second, or third rather. Clark will go to second. Lowe gets an RBI on the walk. And another timeout going to be taken. This time, Coach Buddy Holman will come out and have a conversation. By the way, Mangum plays Hooker on Friday afternoon at 1:30. We'll take a timeout, come back. 10-0. Mangum on top. Classic Hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My good friend Jennifer Reisner has checked into the broadcast. Hello, Jennifer. Good to have you alongside on this steamy Monday afternoon. Mangum batting here in inning number 1. I'm just checking to make sure that I have the correct numbers. They've got 10 on the scoreboard. Is that what you've got on your scoreboard?
Yes, sir.
Here's Holly Lehman-Webb, who drove into her first time around with a double into left center field. Takes ball 1 here, 1-0. So Woodruss at third, Clark at second, Lowe at first, 1 gone. Mangum leading 10-0. We're in the bottom half of inning number 1. Ball 2. Lehman-Webb ahead in the count. Good effort by Traylon Moss to go catch that softball. She had to go a long way to reach it. 2-0 pitch. Holly, foul, and just in front of the Mangum dugout. Good effort over there by Ella Gatlin, the first baseman. Of course, she wasn't getting any help from the Mangum kids, telling her where she was in relationship to the fence. 2-1 now on Lehman-Webb. Holly, little chopper down the third base line, foul. Backing up the play and making the play, Jenny Stidham sands a glove. Hello to Holly Avery Rogers, who's getting ready for the football season. Mangum kicks off a week from Friday night at Wilson. 2-2 pitch here, line drive, base hit, left field. Woodruss will score. Here comes Clark, dropping anchor at second base. Will be Lowe. 2 more RBI coming in for Holly Lehman-Webb, and it's 12-0. So Lowe at second. Lehman-Webb now with 4 RBI in the ballgame on a couple of hits. Here's Avery Hopper. Hopper rolled out when fouled on the third base line. 0-1 on Avery. She singled and drove in a run her first time around.
How was Fort Worth?
Well, it was on my mind. 0-1 pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-1. The concert was just unbelievable. I mean, it was as good as I had anticipated. My drive down was a little bit hairy at times.
287.
1-1 pitch inside for ball, 2-1. You know, rocking and rolling on 287 until you get just outside of Fort Worth, and then it comes to a screeching halt.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
It probably took me 45 minutes to go 11 miles.
Yeah.
Upstairs for ball, 2-1. Or actually 3-1. And then there was some crazy guy out running on the highway, and the police were chasing him. I'm like, I don't need this. Pitch outside for a ball, and Hopper is aboard with a walk. Bases loaded. As Hopper is at first, Lehman-Webb goes to second, and Lowe is at third.
You saw Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire in Chicago. And fate was on my side. Cadence Cooper now digging in. Cooper takes the first strike, 0-1. Cadence struck out her first time around, but the ball hit the dirt. She was not tagged. There was no throw to first, and she was aboard because of the error. 0-1 pitch on the way here. Off the end of the bat and dropped by the pitcher. She'll throw to third. Ball gets away. Everybody going to be safe, and Jenny Stidham waves the white flag and holds the base runner there. So Lowe will come in to score. Lehman-Webb winds up at third. Hopper will go to second. Cooper aboard with the error. She's at first. So as I paid my $25 for parking and then found a place to park, as called strike one to Millie Gonzalez. Gonzalez singled and scored her first time around. And Earth, Wind, and Fire song came on my iTunes as I was parking. I thought it was apropos. This one behind third base, and a good job by the third baseman, Keziah Wilson, to go catch it for out number 2. So the second out of the inning, Wilson with a catch in foul territory. Mangum has batted around not once, not twice, but 3 times. Well, they're starting their third time through. Here's Hannah Stair. Stair reached on an error, walked, has scored a couple of runs, and stolen a base. Takes one outside for a ball, 1-0. So you're familiar with the song Shining Star by Earth, Wind & Fire. That got the folks going. 1-0 pitch here, upstairs for a ball, 2-0. You're a shining star no matter who you are. Shining bright to see. 2-0 pitch. Bases loaded. 13-0. Cole strike, and it's 2-1. Anyhow, Philip Bailey encouraged everybody to turn on their phones and get up and dance. 2-1 pitch. Hit down the right field line. That's going to get down and then roll to the wall. That may clear the bases. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Here comes Cooper. And a stand-up triple for Hannah Stair to add to the total for Mangum. Give her 3 RBI. And she hit that one down the line. And it stayed fair and got to the wall. So Holly Lehman-Webb comes in to score. Avery Hopper comes in to score. Cadence Cooper scored. And here is Giselle Rowell. Anyhow, one of the highlights of my night was watching the old people, and I put myself in that category. But when they were doing that song, it was the first time in my life, probably the last, that I'll get to witness some 14,000 octogenarians trying to dance. Ground ball into center field. That's a base hit. Coming around to score will be Stair. RBI for Rowell. And it's 17-0. Mangum on top. We're still in the first inning. So Giselle an RBI. Here's Woodruss. I can promise you, Bryn is going to be swinging out of her shoes if she gets anything that she likes. First pitch to Woodruss taken for a ball, 1-0. But they concluded the night, and there was an encore, a 6-song encore with the 2 groups. Outside for a ball, 2-0. And I had the conversation with myself, because nobody was sitting in the seat next to me, about what that last song would be. Cold strike, 2-1. And they combined to do 25 or 6-4. And let me just tell you, they raised the roof at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth on that one. 2-2 here. Ferguson expanding the strike zone just a bit.
Well, he should.
You're right. 2 gone in the first, 17-0. Mangum on top, fly ball center field. That one is off the base of the wall. Lumbering around second base, Rowell. She'll go to third and score the 18th run of the ball game. Woodruss with her 3rd hit of the inning, the 2nd double, and her 4th RBI in the frame. And she just got on top of that one a little bit and didn't get backspin. Otherwise, it gets out of here. As it is, she's at second, 2 gone. Clark steps in. Palin. First pitch swinging down the right side. First baseman calling for it. Bobbles and catches it a second time. And a good job by Gatlin to stay away with it. So the inning will come to an end, but not before Mangum scores 19 runs in the frame. We've played 1. 19 for Mangum, nothing for Cordell. Here, they've changed it. 18 now. 18 in the inning. 18-0 after the end of 1. On Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Get ready to hit a home run in style with Funky Flamingo. As sports season swings into action, we're here to deck you out in the coolest custom trucker hats. No matter your team or sport, we've got the gear to make you stand out. Swing by facebook.com/myfunkyflamingo. And let's get personal with your style. Funky Flamingo. Your game day just got a whole lot funkier. Customize it, wear it, love it. Email me at funkyflamingollc@gmail.com or call 405-422-0082.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Numbers 5, 6, and 7 do up for Cordell in their half of inning number 2. They trail now 18-0. As Mangum could do no wrong in that first inning offensively. I mentioned the fact that there were octogenarians at the Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire guys. There were some younger folks as well. In fact, there were some kids that sat directly to my right across the aisle. And he had on sunglasses and a big wide belt that had the rivets in it. And I don't know that they were bell-bottom pants. They may have been flared pants. And then she was wearing a Flower Power dress that would have looked good back in the days of Laugh-In. Had a little bandana going on. And they couldn't have been mid-20s at most. There's a line shot into right field, base hit to lead off the inning. Good job there by Jalen Todd, helping her own cause. Solid single to begin the frame. She's aboard now for Keziah Wilson. Those kids, they knew every song. And they loved the funk of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Cool. That is good.
That was good stuff. I enjoyed that. Fastball for a strike, 1-0. Then, of course, Chicago, and famous for all their ballads. And it was a touching moment down probably 3 or 4 rows, and again to my right, so I could see it easily. Was a young man that was, I'm not sure what he was suffering from, some sort of muscular disease, and had a hard time controlling his movements, and his young wife would help him get up and down the stairs, and he had one of those belts that she held on to. But
wow,
the best part, swing and a miss. Yeah, 1 and 2. And that was the best part.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, it's going to be hard for me to get through it now just thinking about it. But when You're My Inspiration came on, she sang that to him.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, I was crying like a baby. And like I say, hard to talk about it now without getting choked up. It was genuine. And as Ronnie Millsap once sang, pure love. By the way, Jalen Todd got thrown out trying to steal third base. She is gone. And the count on Wilson is 2-2. Keziah strikes out. So Wilson becomes the third strikeout of the ballgame. 2 gone in the inning. All 3 of the strikeouts for Palin Clark of the backwards K variety.
Cordell is just Mangum's taking their frustration out. The last couple of games have just been tough, and so Mangum is really just playing pretty good.
Foul ball back to the screen. J.C. McCowan, the center fielder, 0-1.
Like you said, Mangum planned on getting right.
Well, and I mean, this is a good time as well because they've got 2 district bowl games this week, played tomorrow on the road at Merritt, and then entertain Hooker on Friday. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. McCowan that time overpowered with a fastball from Palin Clark. And Clark really popping the mitt of Aubrey Lowe. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. 4th strikeout of the ballgame for Palin Clark. 1 hit in the inning, but the stolen base attempt getting thrown out at third erased that. So no runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left on board. At the end of an inning and a half, Mangum 18, Cordell nothings. Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Have you visited Western Traditions in Mangum yet?
I'm waiting for a sale.
Well, I'm here to tell you the wait is over because there's a secret sale going on right now. Western Traditions is quickly becoming known for high-end, unique Western furniture. And now during the secret sale, just mention radio and get 20% off in-stock furniture.
20% off. Wow, that's a big deal on unique, one-of-a-kind furniture.
Remember, you've got to ask for the discount to get it. Mention radio and get 20% off all in-stock furniture at Western Traditions, downtown Mangum.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers, on and off the field and court. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Got a new pitcher for Cordell for inning number 2. It'll be Kylie Rasmussen. Kylie comes from her shortstop position to go into the circle as we begin inning number 2 here. And it'll be Aubrey Lowe leading off for Mangum. She'll be followed by Holly Lehman-Webb and then Avery Hopper. Shane Hagee has joined us in the broadcast booth. I know Shane, like you and lots of others, stunned by Georgia Tech, the Ramblin' Wreck, beating Florida State in the college football bowl game Saturday in Dublin, Ireland.
Yes, I was. I was stunned. I'm kind of happy. Good win for Georgia Tech.
All right, do tell why you were happy.
No. Just, yeah, I was rooting for Georgia Tech, and I tell you what, SMU about got beat, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, and, playing a powerhouse there. Lowe looks at the pitch upstairs for ball 1-0. Aubrey on base both times in inning number 1, fielder's choice the first time around, and then walked and forced in a run her second time. Amanda Augustine is checked into the broadcast. Hello, Amanda.
Hello, Amanda.
Cold strike, 1-1 now. Or 2-1 rather, on Lowe. Mangum on top, 18-0, playing in the second. Fly ball, right field, and that's going to get down. And now the ball gets by the right fielder, Hannah Jones. And hustling and winding up at second base on the play will be Lowe. Good job by Aubrey that time. Hustling all the way. Not easy to do. You get this far ahead, and sometimes you get a little bit lax. Here's Holly Lehman-Webb. 4 RBIs in that first inning, 2 runs scored, single and a double. Bats here in the second. Ground ball to third. Boy, took a big hop. And a nice job by Wilson just simply to stay in front of it. That'll be an infield single. Webb hit it hard, and Keziah stayed on it and wasn't able to make a play, but did knock it down. Brody Smith is watching. Hello, Brody. Talked about Navajo earlier. Our good friend Kristen Kusher from over there in Navajo watching the broadcast. Hello, Kristen. She used to go by Shoemaker, then got married to that Colby guy. We thought we'd educated her better than that, but Avery Hopper takes a pitch downstairs. Here's a cold strike. 1-1 now on Avery. Lehman-Webb at first. Lowe at second. Nobody out here in the second. 1-1 pitch cued towards first base and nobody covering. And that'll be an infield single for Hopper. Avery hit it into no man's land. And if you bunt in Major League Baseball, that's kind of how you do it. Now we're going to get what I think will be first of many substitutions as Maddie Stockton will bat in the place of Cadence Cooper. Stockton, first pitch swinging. How about that effort there by the catcher? Yeah. Traylon Moss giving it everything she had, try to go get that one. Dives for it and comes up just a little bit short. So the count on Stockton, 1-0, or 0-1 rather. Maddie Stockton, see if she goes in and plays in the outfield for Cooper in the top of the third. Takes a called strike. And it's 0-2 on Maddie.
Do you know some of the teams that Wilson plays, what district they might be in?
You know, I don't, and I haven't had a chance to look. I will.
Sure.
0-2 pitch upstairs for ball, 1-2. They've been an 8-man program pretty recently.
Okay.
1-2, called strike 3. Maddie Stockton got on strikes. That'll be the first of the afternoon for Mangum. One gone now. Millie Gonzalez due up. Gonzalez singled and fouled out her first 2 times around in inning number 1. Rolls this one foul on the third base line. And it's 0-1.
That's why you stand out of bounds, right, Barnes, down that third base line?
Exactly. If you're in foul territory and the ball hits you, it's just a foul ball. If you're in fair territory and it hits you, you're out. But Wilson, probably at most 15 miles away from Ringling. Pitch downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Not that far from Healdton, so kind of gives you an idea geographically. It's about, I think, 17 miles maybe to the west of Ardmore. That one hit off the fist towards second. They'll throw to first for 1. Coming in to score the 19th run of the ball game, Aubrey Lowe. And there are 2 going in the inning. It's a good play there by second baseman Keegan Brooks. That ball cued off the end of the bat. She stayed right with it for out number 2. 4-3 if you're scoring along at home or if you're by yourself.
And that second game is Hobart, right?
Jolie Stuchel now will step in. Stuchel batting in the place of Hannah Stair. Yes, it'll be Hobart at the Liberty Bowl on Friday the 13th.
And every time those two play, it is fun.
Well, you know, and you got to be thinking, really, I got to play my arch rival on Friday the 13th? 0-1 pitch.
Oh, they don't care when they play.
No, I know. Stuchel late on that one, 0-2.
Sounds like, come on, noon on Thursday.
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
do it.
Yeah. We don't care if it's February 31st. We'll play you. Here's a shot towards first, but knocked down by Gatlin, and Ella will step on the bag for out number 3. So Mangum, 1 run in the inning, 1 run on a couple of hits. There was a fielder's choice, had a couple of runners left on board. We played 2. Mangum on top, 20-0. Classic Hits 97.7.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger Proud.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Sandy Hopper Hartshorn is watching the broadcast. I want to say in Colorado. I think that's right. Good to have Sandy alongside.
Rocky Mountain High.
Well, I had some John Denver that was actually playing on the iTunes when I came into the ballpark, but it was Take Me Home Country Roads.
Yeah, well,
But I think of the 13
That's West Virginia.
Yeah, I think of the 13 or 1,400 songs I've got.
Yeah.
I think Rocky Mountain High is on there. Called strike here, 0-1 on the leadoff batter in inning number 3. J.C. McCown, or rather Audrey Gatlin. Gatlin, the left fielder, takes one high and inside for ball, 1-1. It'll be Gatlin, Hannah Jones, the right fielder, and then back to the top, and Ella Gatlin. Jackson Brooks also reminded me that Tigers will scrimmage at the Liberty Bowl on Thursday.
Excellent.
A little football scrimmage going on. Cold strike and count quickly. 1-2 on Andre Gatlin.
I bet Dirk's got that field looking something else.
Oh, yeah. 1-2 pitch on the way here. Rolled foul. It'll stay 1-2. My sources tell me that his boy plays a little football.
Cool.
So, it'll be interesting to check that out. Hey, they've got a team. They've got numbers. My goodness, they've got numbers. Swinging a miss here. And that'll be Andre Gatlin striking out.
I think we're down to our last 2 outs.
Yeah, out number 1. That's 3 strikeouts in a row, actually, for Palin Clark. Clark in the ball game has now got 5 strikeouts, 3 of those caught looking.
Well, I'm excited, man. Coach Powers gets me all jacked up all summer long.
Ground ball to second. Good job by the second sacker for Mangum. Giselle Rowell to stay down on that one. She'll toss to first for round number 2.
So many of those kids went to a ton of camps, and he gets them working out at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Barnes is getting up and Chad's asleep. And
5:30, I'm just about finished reading the papers.
Oh, okay.
Cold strike on Ella Gatlin. Gatlin flying to center her first time around. She's 0 for 1.
Now, do you do this automatically, or is it an alarm?
No. Okay. I do not have an alarm after
Wow.
years of doing morning shows.
Sure.
0-1 pitch here, swinging a miss, 0-2. Generally, sometime between, and it depends on how early I fall asleep, but generally between 4 and 4:45, I just automatically wake up. Now, the old man is creeping in a little bit because on Saturdays and Sundays, I'll read the papers and then go back to sleep. Strike 3 here on Gatlin. She gets caught looking, and that should do it. That'll do the ball game. As Cordell will go quietly in the top half of inning number 3, 1-2-3, and this one is over. Mangum wins it tonight by a score of 9. We've got 19. Yep. The scoreboard has 20. We'll win it by a score of 19-0, snapping that 3-game losing streak. We're back to wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Do you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Lady Tigers able to dominate here in this one as they scored 18 runs in the first inning of play. And did you have 18 at the end of 2?
I don't know.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and so they did end up scoring 20 because they had 2 there in that second inning. Yeah,
okay.
18 in the first and 2 more in the second. They'll win it here by a final score of 20-0. And again, it snaps a 3-game losing streak for Jenny Stidham's squad and gets them prepared for district play. Lady Tigers going to be on the road tomorrow. Hello to Brandy Webb, who's joined us. They'll be on the road tomorrow, traveling up to Merritt to take on the Oilerettes in a district matchup, and then they will be back here on Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and I'm working on my schedule to where I can get away for a couple of hours, come do that bowl game, and go back to work. So we hope to have that for you on Friday afternoon at 1 as Hooker will come to town. And again, that is that's an important ball game because it's a district contest, and it's a 4-team district. We told you on Thursday they've got Merritt, they've got Hooker, and then Texoma Goodwill, the other group that is in that 4-team district.
If we do that game on Friday, I will, after that game, scoot to Sayre. Cordell Blue Devils start their season week 0 and travel take on the Sayre Eagles. So Cordell at Sayre in football.
How about that?
Friday night.
It's here, folks. Week 0 football. All right, and the Mangum Tigers have a scrimmage coming up on Thursday at the Liberty Bowl, and I'm going to drop by and check that one out up close and personal. So for my erstwhile sidekick, Chad Fox, I'm Michael Barnes. Mangum wins it 20-0, snapping a 3-game losing streak here on Classic Hits 97.7.
So we've been, this is our 6th one now?
You'll have to look. I think you're right.
At Western, we did 3 at Hollis. So that's 4. Now there's 5. This is 6. So we're
cooking.
We're doing all right.